Today, my NHL betting systems recommend betting 7 teams. In a little while, I will tell you which one is my favorite betting play. Yesterday, I liked the Seattle Kraken to upset the Wild in Minnesota. On the surface, it looks like they were blown out by a 5-1 score, but Seattle surprisingly dominated the shots 36-20. I'm so pissed at Philip Grubauer, who allowed 4 goals on 17 shots. Alright, let's look at what my 10 NHL betting strategies have in store for us today. The 7 teams circled indicate which teams they suggest grabbing, but we can eliminate right away Nashville and Chicago since we always avoid huge underdogs. Tampa is backed by the scoring drought betting angle. Honestly, I don't like the play. The Lightning are not playing good hockey, and they will be on the road against one of the league's strongest teams at odds that are barely above even money. And Tampa has beaten Carolina just once over the past 5 meetings. Thanks, but no thanks. I said yesterday that I had a strong lean towards Montreal to pull off the big upset in Buffalo. I'm really upset that I did not pull the trigger because they won that game. Can they do it again in Philadelphia tonight? I've got to admit I'm tempted again. But the Flyers have had 2 days of rest while Montreal played last night in Buffalo. If I had to bet this game, I would definitely side with the Canadiens, but for now I have not had the courage to place that bet. Up next, we have a betting recommendation on Calgary. I'm fairly surprised that the Flames are slightly favored, which usually happens when the 2 teams are of equal strength. But LA is the stronger team. I understand how the Flames are fighting for their playoff lives, but I don't like the odds at all, so I'm going to pass. I would even be tempted to put a wager on the Kings if you ask me. Have you ever heard the following expression? Don't try to catch a falling knife. That applies to the San Jose Sharks. They are undergoing an ugly 9-game losing stretch, and it's always risky to put your hard-earned money on a team that's been as cold as that. I would not touch the Sharks here, despite 2 betting systems suggesting to do so. Finally, we are getting to my favorite betting pick in the NHL for today, the Edmonton Oilers as slight favorites in Vegas. The Oilers have lost just 1 game over their past 7 outings, and that lone defeat was against the Golden Knights 3 days ago. Yes, you guessed it, I'm going to bring up my famous revenge factor. It's also worth noting that Edmonton has had good success in Vegas lately, as evidenced by their 4-1 record during their past 5 visits in Sin City. One source of concern is the fact that Edmonton played in Arizona last night, so hopefully they won't be too tired. Obviously, I am also thrilled by the fact that 2 systems point in the direction of the Oilers: the hot teams matchup strategy as well as the stingy goalies. Let me present the hot teams matchup system to you. Bet the road team if they have won their past 1 or 2 games when facing a home squad that has won at least 3 games in a row. In my 8-year data set, following these rules yielded an incredible 13.8% ROI over close to 500 games. And in each of the past 3 most recent years, we have also racked up some profit using this system. As you can tell, I'm really bullish on this strategy. So in summary, I really like the Oilers to put it off on the road in Vegas, and my next favorite betting play would be Montreal to upset the Flyers at pretty big odds. And maybe my 3rd best bet would be to go with the Kings at positive odds in Calgary. If you found the information insightful, the statistics professor has only one assignment for you. Simply subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the little bell so that YouTube sends you an alert as soon as I release a new pick. which is always backed by solid data. I'm Professor MJ. Thanks for being such a loyal fan.